Welcome back to Briggs on Books. Do you have kids? Are you trying to pick the next book to read to your kids or to give to your kids? I've got an author on the show today. She did, I think, we'll find out, I think it's 23 books. A lot of books she did. And her name is Sonja McGiboney. Welcome, Sonja.
Thank you, Mike, for having me on your show today.
Am I right? 23 books?
23 books, yes.
By the way, and what ages are these for?
Anywhere from 2 through 8, second grade, third grade. I have books on alphabet. They're all concept books. Some are alphabets and numbers. Some are, one is about friendship. One is about believing in yourself. So, yeah, all ranges, but they're good for all kids.
Nice. I'm going to do this pitch up front. I usually do it at the end, but people keep swiping and they leave before we get to our pitch.
Okay.
If you've got kids, get these books. You want to be reading your kids lots of books, and you want to get them books and get books in the house. But if you have kids that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, guess what they're going to be doing every couple of weeks? They're going to be going to birthday parties. So don't go just order one book. Order five of each, or 6 or 10 of them. So when your kid goes to a birthday party, you got that gift sitting there. You don't have to run to the store. Also, I love to give my kids books as gifts when their birthdays and stuff. But when it's grandma's birthday, send her a book too. Send her a couple of books. So when those kids get to grandma's house, they love it, especially if they see their book that they have at home. Grandma has it too. They want to share that with grandma. So anyway, how important is it for kids to be read to, Sonja?
It's very important, but I've designed my book so that kids can learn the words very simply and read it to themselves as well. So it's not only a book a parent can read to their child, but the parent will use the cues from all the pictures and be able to read it themselves.
Yeah, a lot of times kids don't have to be read the book too many times, so they start recognizing the shapes of the words and things like that.
Right. But these were designed specifically for emergent readers so that they could be successful at reading to themselves.
That is great.
Yes.
So it wouldn't hurt to get the whole series, all 23.
No, it wouldn't hurt at all.
Because they move the kids along, I would imagine, with different concepts. By the way, I have here on the screen now your very first book. Is it Growing Up Jazzy? I'm having trouble seeing it.
Growing Up Jazzy. And that is the book that actually started all the rest. Jazzy is my dog, and she's actually sleeping right here next to me on a chair. And I'm a photographer as well. And you'll notice all my books have pictures of my dog in them. And her first book was really supposed to be just a photo album of her first year. And then I wrote a poem, and then I sent that book to my nieces and my great nephews, and their mom called me up and said, "Do you have any more books like this?" No. But 8 years later, I had about 7 more. And after that, 6 years, I had 7 more. And in the last 2 years, I've done about 10.
Right.
So
it's amazing once you get going. Your first one takes forever, and once you figure it out and how to get it published and assembled and out there, you can get better and better at it.
Yes. Well, and it's hard as an author because if you don't know any other authors, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And with my first book, I had it printed at a print company in Baltimore that does brochures and company flyers and manuals.
Yeah.
And there's no distribution in that.
Right.
So okay, how are people going to learn about my books? So I spent the first 2 years running around to festivals just trying to sell them that way. But that gets tedious after a while.
I'm going to put this cover back up again. Now, is this your dog in its first year?
Yes, that was her as a puppy.
And I want to go to this next one now, your most recent book. Oh, that's not even a dog.
No, it's my first book that's not with Jazzy as a star.
Okay. I was going to say, now here's Jazzy all grown up, and then it was a cat. So tell us about Animal Lessons. When did this come out?
This came out just recently, a couple months ago. And I read all these children's books, but I've also been working on some adult novels. But I wanted to write something for kids that wasn't with my dog Jazzy, so that I'm not labeled she's the dog author, And there aren't a lot of books out there with little life lessons for children to read, little positive affirmations. And I just paired them with the animal pictures I've had on my computer for years, and that's how it came about.
Now, this is Animal Lessons on Life. Can you tell us any of the lessons?
Yes. They're very short. The first one says, "Relax, be one with your inner cat."
Okay.
And the next one is a cow standing in a field staring at the camera, and it says, "Be brave, stare down your fears." Um, and then I have one with a giraffe that says, "Sticking out your neck, make sure it will reach." There's one with a seagull flying in the sky, and it's, "Seek out all your options, then hover before making decisions."
That's
Um, I have another one about it has a raccoon swimming in the water, and it says, "Be focused, keep an eye on where you're going." So,
that's fun.
all the pictures kind of match the affirmations that I wrote with them and the little positive things that they can think about.
That's a lot of fun, actually. That's a really fun book, and I haven't even read it. I haven't even seen it yet, but it's fun. Yeah, as I say, I like to give gifts of books, and when I go to Amazon, I'm not pushing Amazon. It's just easy for me. Click the button, it shows up, free shipping, and I never ever click the button once. I always buy 4 or 5 when it's books. So,
Yeah.
now we do have your web address on the screen, jazzysbooks.com. What would our viewers find there?
They will find a list of all my books, pictures of all the covers of my books, and links to the books on Amazon so you can purchase them on Amazon. And they will also find activities for teachers to use. And I have a bibliography for other authors that are trying to learn about writing, so that all the books that I've read about writing and what I thought about them and how they helped me. I have links to Amazon, my Amazon author page, where you can see all my books at one time on Amazon. So it's I also have a link to my TikTok page,
Ah,
which is just videos of Jazzy, lots of videos of Jazzy.
I'm going to go right after this and look at that. I've just discovered TikTok. It's so fun.
It is fun. I had to take it off my phone because I was on it all the time,
Yeah.
so I don't. No.
Yeah, I'm one who has to read, a book or more a week, and I've stopped reading books. I'm gonna have to remove the TikTok, so take up all
Yeah.
my reading time.
I have 3 books going at one time. I have
Yeah.
one on my phone, I have an audiobook, and I have one by my bedside.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I do just about exactly that same thing. What, do you still go to the festivals and sell the books?
I used to, yeah. For 2 years, I went all over Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. But what I found when you go to festivals is that children would prefer to buy the stuffed animal next to you,
Yeah.
or the popcorn that's on the other side, and parents don't want to carry around books when they're at a festival, especially ones with water games.
Yeah.
So they don't buy them there.
Yeah.
So
Sonja, I'm really inspired by you and
Well, thank
what you've
you.
done and the amount of books you've done, and that there's fun lessons in them and teaches kids to read. Anything else you want our viewers to know before we're totally out of time?
Yes, I'm actually about to publish a new book. It's called The Water Cycle with Ollie and Carl. And it just talks about the water cycle, but an owl is telling it to a cricket who keeps him awake because he's afraid of the rain.
Afraid of the rain. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be my next book.
All right. Thank you, Sonja, for Sonja. I keep saying it wrong.
Yes.
Sonja. It's so easy. Sonja McGiboney.
Hmm.
Sonja McGiboney. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope you'll come back again and again. I know you're going to have a lot of new books, and each time, come on back on the show.
Well, thank you, Mike.
And for our viewers, you can try to remember her name and search her on Amazon, or just go to jazzysbooks.com and you can get them all there. Thank you, Sonja, and we will be back with another author. So for our viewers, we'll be back with another author right after this.